I was scrolling on TikTok when I saw this video,
Excuse me?
and in the split second it took to decide if I was gonna watch or not, I noticed the one and only Trina Vega, aka Danielle Monet, aka Trina Vega. So I was locked in. Obviously I was gonna watch. And the next thing I did was read the caption, and it said, "Y'all know I had to pull up on my good sis Trina Vega." What? What is this guy about to do?
Chicago, Chicago. It's a city
That's the song. It's the song from Victoria. It was so famous they named a whole city after it. And the absolute look of shock on her face was exactly how I was feeling. I love how her friend is just held hostage. She's just like, "Oh yeah, that's my famous friend. This happens all the time."
Okay, period.
That was very good. That was scary.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. Yes, period.
He just walks away, making it even more awkward, as if this was just a normal interaction. And after watching the video, I'm just left with more questions. First of all, why did this random guy go up to Trina Vega and start singing? And this doesn't happen to just be recorded by a random stranger. Like, this guy was recording to make this TikTok. So, like, why? And also, why was this recommended to me? Why does TikTok know I'm a fan of Victorious? It ended like 10 years ago. I needed some answers, so I clicked on his profile. And this was when I found out that this video had over 17 million views. And he had even more videos with just bajillions of views. And this was just the start of the rabbit hole. This was just the tip of the iceberg that is Harry Daniels.
Okay, period.
If you didn't know, this is Harry Daniels, and he's known as the guy who sings badly to celebrities and creates an awkward situation on TikTok that you just have to watch. And in less than 2 years, he's grown his account to almost 1.5 million followers. And I just think it's crazy that he's built a following doing the same thing to over 54 different celebrities at this point, and he releases them so often that by the time this video goes out, I'm sure it's gonna be more than that. There are too many to look at, so we'll just be looking at some of my favorites today. And he's so well known at this point. Like, this is such a big thing now that even celebrities have started to recognize who he is.
Silly.
Not you. Not you.
Girl.
And even other people have started to make TikToks where they surprise him and sing to him in public.
Heartbreak is one thing.
It's so funny the second he realizes, like, oh yeah, I forgot, I'm the guy who sings to celebrities in public, so of course this is gonna happen to me. But we'll be getting into that later. I thought the best way to organize everything that I found out about him was through an iceberg. The idea is that there's just so much more to something than just what meets the eye. And the more I looked into who Harry Daniels was, the more I just had to stand. It actually surprised me how much I found that was more than just singing to celebrities. But for now, let's take a look at the first level of the iceberg. So this is the most surface level stuff. Maybe you watched a TikTok of his, maybe you watched two. Maybe you even clicked on his profile to see what else he does and what other celebrities he's done it to and how that went down. And I'm assuming that most people are on this level. His most viewed video alone has over 76 million views, and that's just one of his videos. Across his whole TikTok, he probably has hundreds of millions of views. So there's definitely a chance that you or someone you know have watched one of his videos, even if you didn't know it was him at first. So level one is finding out what Harry Daniels does. So this is really the layer where you first start getting curious about it. And that's where I was when I first started to look into him. And I was just in shock that this was his full-time thing. He's a professional singing badly to celebrities to make an awkward situation so people who are scrolling on TikTok have to stop to see what happens. He's a professional that. So when people ask him, oh, what do you do for a living? That's how he has to answer. Back in the day, if you wanted to provide for your family, you'd risk getting lung cancer and go coal mining. But now you can make even more money embarrassing yourself in front of the President of the United States.
Can I sing for you? Please tell me I'm your national anthem.
He's holding his hand and everything. That's crazy. I would say he doesn't know what's going on, but he always kind of looks like that. The description says, "We did it, Joe," and that's pretty funny too.
We did it, Joe.
This is one of the most secured people on this planet, and Harry Daniels is singing to him. And what's even crazier is that this isn't even the only president he's sung to.
President Obama, can I sing for you? Go ahead. We are the new Americana.
Obama's such a pro at this. He knows exactly how to handle weird TikTok interactions. He played that so well. He's like, oh yeah, Harry Daniels. Of course I know. And I love the phrase, even Obama was sung to. Like, I don't think that's ever been said in any context ever.
You exist in the context.
And these videos together had over 30 million views, which is over half as much views as the recent presidential debate. I think if you want to get the youths to come out and vote, you should definitely be making more TikToks. I want to see Joe Biden do a recreation of the fully conscious baby. Well, actually, I just want to see a fully conscious Joe Biden for once. But yeah, they should definitely grow their social media presence. Like, I want to see Joe Biden in a Mr. Beast video. Not on the crew or anything. I want to see him doing the world's deadliest obstacle course.
We did it, Joe.
So it'd be a win-win. He either passes the obstacle course and he looks really cool, or he falls off the first one and we get a funny clip out of it. So he's done Joe, he's done Obama, and he's done Joe Mama. That's funny. So that had me thinking, what are some other songs that he could sing to other presidents? Like, what would that look like? George Washington, can I sing to you? My shiny teeth that sparkle just like the stars in space. My shiny teeth that twinkle, bringing beauty to my face. My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, my shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth. Get it? Cause you know you're famous for your teeth, how they're like made of wood, or I don't know. Some people say you stole them from your slaves or something. I don't know. I'll just go. He said in an interview with The Guardian that if he could sing to Kamala Harris, he'd sing The Wheels on the Bus, which that's just hilarious. That'd actually be really funny. If you don't know the meme he's referring to, it's this one.
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Where Kamala Harris looks famously crazy for laughing after she sings The Wheels on the Bus. If he could make that video, it'd do super well, just because a lot of Harry Daniels' videos do super well when they lean into the meme a little bit. One of the things he has to think about when he films one of these videos is obviously, what song is he gonna sing? What can he do to make this interaction as interesting as possible? And I think one of the answers is, what song would be the funniest? What song would people on the internet like? Hopefully that makes sense, but if it didn't, you'll get what I mean after this example. And this is actually Harry Daniels' most viewed TikTok, so let's take a look.
Can I sing for you?
Sing for me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby.
Hey.
Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Period.
Nice. Thank you so much.
If you didn't know, the song that he's singing is Whistle by Flo Rida, and it's a reference to a fan cam that someone made that went super viral 10 years ago, back when the Hunger Games movies were coming out. And honestly, what can I even say about this TikTok? It's literally a masterpiece. I feel like I could see why this is his most viewed video. It's kind of like the perfect Harry Daniels video combined with just a funny meme that would have already done well by itself. And also just the video itself is really funny. Josh Hutcherson's stance is just so crazy. You could see a little bit of the hesitation when he thinks whether he should stop or not. It's so funny how he just hunkers down to listen. And it's honestly really nice of him, because I don't think he saw the camera, so he just thought this was a random fan interaction. So it's kind of nice of him. But what happens when a celebrity isn't so interested? One of the funniest interactions he has is with Luke Hemmings from 5 Seconds of Summer.
Excuse me. You look so perfect. Sorry.
He recently went on Trisha Paytas' podcast in sort of like an interview. And Trisha Paytas is also the queen of trolling, by the way. So she's kind of like the prototype of who Harry Daniels is.
Has anyone been rude to you?
I don't want to say rude because I don't think that's the right word because no one owes me anything.
Luke Hemmings, he wasn't mean for doing this. He didn't do anything wrong. If anything, he did everything right, because this situation was just so funny. He did respond initially when he was called, but I like how as soon as Harry Daniels starts singing, he just locks in and doesn't pay attention to him. He just goes full I don't give a fuck mode. Like, I've never seen anybody ignore someone this hard. And this video did super well at 22 million views. And it's times like this where I gotta give it to Harry Daniels. Him bailing mid-song was just so funny. It honestly made a better video than if he just kept singing. It was just so awkward. You had to watch. He's gotten to a point where he's so big that people are Harry Daniels-ing Harry Daniels. Like this video, POV, you saw the iconic Harry Daniels and had to do it to him.
Heartbreak is one thing, mine goes another.
He notices the camera and he's like, oh yeah, this is what I do. This is my life. He kind of has to accept it because he's Harry Daniels. Like, this is what he does. So he has to be able to take it too. So this was one. The other one I wanted to look at.
What would happen if you say what you want to say?
And you might be noticing that, oh wait, didn't I just see him in that Misfits shirt? Yeah, this literally happened after the Danielle Monáe video. And I just think it's so funny that after just singing to a celebrity and just doing his thing, the fact that somebody is singing to him, like doing his own thing to him in front of a celebrity, that's iconic, honestly. Like, he's a celebrity in his own right. I wonder what Danielle Monáe is thinking to herself. After this, she's definitely going to remember the dates she got sang to. And the guy who sang to her got sang to himself. Somebody Harry Daniels in front of who he was Harry Danielsing. Does that make sense? Honestly, I didn't know how to transition to level 2 of the Iceberg, so... Level 2. So this is where I got curious how he started. And honestly, how is he making money? Like, how is this a thing? So level 2 is where I started learning the how of it all. You know, the dichotomy of it all.
The dichotomy of it all. Right?
So how do you even get to a point where you're singing to Joe Biden? The first time he sang to a celebrity was back in 2022. Sabrina Carpenter was promoting her album and Harry Daniels decided to sing to her. My conspiracy is that he got this idea to sing after this video he did really well.
Oh my god, Queen Chloe Grace Moretz, your mother to a lot of these bitches. Oh my god.
The first, middle, and last. That's crazy. There's no way she understood a thing he was saying, but I still love her little... I can't even look at you while doing that. It's so funny. That's so awkward. Ugh. But I feel like you could definitely see how this video was the prototype. It has a lot of the same energy as a lot of the videos that he makes today. It has one, a celebrity, and two, it's just so awkward you kind of have to watch. And I think that's what led Harry Daniels to sing to Sabrina Carpenter to kind of try to get the same energy. So let's take a look.
You can try to get under my skin.
And that was the video that started it all. And after that video did well, he sang to Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey Megan, I don't need a plan B, cause you're my plan A.
And that video did well, and so he sang to Willow Smith.
Caught a vibe.
Hey,
Baby, are you coming for the ride?
Yes!
And that video did even better than the first video. And from there, he had a proven concept that he could do again and again. But this whole time I'm watching his TikToks and I'm thinking, how is this profitable? How is this profitable for Harry Daniels? This is what I'm referring to. You guys better laugh.
There was a special on these tonight. 3 for 1. How can that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
How is this profitable for Harry Daniels? How is this making any money? Well, there are a couple sponsored videos that he's done, like this Ford one.
If I sing for you, can I have a new car, please? My engine's about to explode. Sure.
Sure. Why? Why does he do that? I felt like he didn't even let him finish.
Whatever Ford you want, OP, my 2018.
I don't normally do good with jump scares, so his shirt just surprised me. I was actually in shock. It legit made me jump. I mean, I guess props to the marketing team for trying something new at least. I could just imagine how the meeting was when they pitched this idea. Come on team, we need to come up with a plan to get our Gen Z numbers up. Our current customers keep hate criming people and apparently that's a problem. Oh, I have an idea. We could get Charli D'Amelio. She's like a famous TikToker. And we don't even need to spend any money. We could just do it all in CGI. And if anything, you could just get sung to by Harry Daniels. Sure! And that Charli D'Amelio ad actually happened. I'm so glad I found this ad while researching. It's just so bad. This is just horrible CGI. Sorry, I forgot this was a video about Harry Daniels. But anyway, another way he's been able to make money is by being invited to events as an influencer. So basically they pay him to attend, give him backstage passes, and in return, he's supposed to make his content. And I think this is definitely a win-win for the both of them. The event gets some publicity, and in return, they give him access to celebrities that he would make videos about either way. And at least he gets paid for it this time. He got invited to Jingle Ball back in December. And between all the videos he was able to make, he had over 75 million impressions. Some notable examples were Sabrina Carpenter again.
Sabrina, can I sing for you?
Go. No, we've been here before. No. But I do love you.
And it's actually pretty cool how she remembers him. I really like the one with Emma Chamberlain.
But I don't need to know your name.
Fuck. You're hired.
Thank you.
You have something special.
You have something special. Honestly, she's like the perfect person to sing to. She's like an internet celebrity. She knows how to match the vibe.
You have something special.
That's for sure. You have something special. The same marketing firm invited him again to the People's Choice Awards in February. This time it was on the red carpet, and he decided to switch it up. So instead of singing, he'd ask every celebrity if they'd rather have a gay son or thought daughter.
Gay son or thought daughter. Gay son or thought daughter. Gay son or thought daughter.
And honestly, at first I thought it was kind of boring. Kind of feels old, like played out. But also, what do I know? His numbers, again, spoke for themselves. Out of all the influencers, he had the most views with over 80 million. It turns out he was going to originally ask where they were on January 6th. And honestly, I think that would have been funnier. And again, in the interview with Trisha Paytas, he talks about it a little bit more.
Who told you couldn't?
Sometimes I run my ideas by honestly a lot of my friends. 'Cause,
Don't run your ideas by anyone. Just go with it.
I think everybody would have known what he was referring to. And it still had the element of being surprising to ask. Like, I don't think the celebrities would have thought that's what they were going to be asked for. Because gay son or thought daughter is more of an internet thing, there was more of a mix of people who did know what he was talking about and people who didn't.
Gay son or thought daughter? Gay son. Yeah.
Paxton Hall Yoshida would know what he's talking about.
Gay son or thought daughter.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Period.
Oh, yes. Halle Bailey did not hear what he said. That's so funny. The one that did the most views and the one that you probably saw was the one with America Ferrera.
Sorry?
Pick one, gay son or thought daughter.
Oh, my God. Both? I don't
Period.
The clip went viral specifically on Twitter. People were complaining and saying, oh, is this journalism? Like, where's the professionalism? This tweet with 11 million views said, y'all aren't funny nor real journalists with any professionalism. But the thing is, Harry Daniels never claimed to be a professional anything. Professional troll, yes, but you act like interviewing celebrities at the People's Choice Awards is any type of serious. To this guy, it's actually pretty serious. He replied saying, oh, so the checks notes. People's Choice Awards invited these TikTokers? IDK, what kind of people are the demographic? Save this lame shit for the Teen Choice Awards or Kids Choice Awards for that matter, which is just hilarious. Like, what? The People's Choice Awards is not serious at all. What are you talking about? Save this lame baby shit for the Teen Choice Awards where people. We're adults. In the end, the people who organized this event wanted Harry Daniels to come on and do his thing. Views are all they care about, honestly. That's why Harry Daniels was invited. And it's definitely not serious. It has an award for the reality TV star of the year, which Khloe Kardashian won. They also have an award for the social celebrity of the year. I don't even know what that means. And why did Taylor Swift win? I'm not a hater or anything. Please, Swifties, I don't want the smoke. I'm a fan myself. I went to 2 of her concerts during the Eras tour. Please don't look at my last video where I didn't call them Swifties. I said Taylor Swift community. Taylor Swift community. But what makes her the social celebrity of the year? All right, the point is it's not that serious. But the 2 most viewed videos from the PCAs were from when they recognized who Harry Daniels was. You could finally watch the Billie Eilish video.
Billy.
Not you. Not you.
Girl, we go way back, sis.
I'm not gonna stand here while you
No, girl, no.
It's pretty crazy that one of the biggest musicians right now knows who Harry Daniels is. And he got 41 million views. And this one got 31 million views? God damn. I think that was more than Obama did. And Joe Biden. What?
Ariana. It's time.
My friend Sasha said, when is he gonna find you? I said, please find me. I manifested this.
It was really funny how this was kind of like a rite of passage where you know you're a big enough celebrity when you get sung to by Harry Daniels. And real quick, as the last part of level 2 of the iceberg, I did want to talk about, because how big he's gotten, he's even started to get invited by celebrity media teams to sing to them. But the drawback is that they are giving staged, and it kind of, I don't know, I don't like them as much. They're not as funny. So it kind of makes you question the other videos, like, oh, was this staged or not? And sometimes it's like, oh, it would have been funny if this was just a random encounter instead of just staged, you know? One example of a TikTok he did was with Kane Brown. And first of all, who's Kane Brown? He makes country music, so I guess it makes sense. I don't listen to country music. But I'm 100% sure that Harry Daniels does not know who he is either.
Baby, I love you like I love country music. I want to be next to Taylor Swift.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. He is nice. I will give him that. Another example of him being invited by a celebrity media team was with none other than Miss Dua Peep herself. She just came out with an album, so her marketing team in full PR mode thought it'd be a good idea if Harry Daniels sang to her. And this one is just so awkward. Apparently, everybody on the team knew he was gonna do something except for her. And there's just something about waiting behind the wall to surprise her is just so awkward. Yeah, she does take a couple steps towards him, but the distance, you could just feel the distance.
Oh my god, wait, Dua, can I sing for you, queen?
Of course you can.
They say I come and I go.
Hey, I love it.
Catch me or I go Houdini. What did you think?
I love it.
And the first time she says, oh, I love it, she thought he was gonna stop, but no, he kept going. So she had to hit him with again, like, oh, I love it, I love it. I guess the intention of some of these videos is to be awkward, so he delivered. It's so awkward you just have to watch. And again, people did watch. It's got 22 million views. It's just a light 22 million people saw it, no big deal. And I haven't mentioned it before, but just the balls it takes to approach your favorite artist or celebrity, much less sing to them. To be a fan of someone for so long, you can't help but be a little parasocial about it. And you must be so nervous to actually like finally meet them in person. So to put yourself out there, it takes a certain person, which brings us to level 3. This is where we find out what shaped Harry Daniels at an early age to be like this. Level 3 is where I realized that this is Harry Daniels' world. We're just living in it. This is where I really started to become a fan of his. I've been making you think that his story started with singing to Sabrina Carpenter for the first time, but really that was just his big break. Because actually, he's been putting in the work since he was 13, if not younger. Harry Daniels grew up on Stan Twitter, and being part of a group, being part of a fandom, was like an escape for him. He was even actually able to make money off of being a Stan at just 13. He'd make accounts with usernames that he thought other Stan accounts would want to buy. Like if somebody announced a new album, Harry Daniels would make the account that album name, and people would pay for it. And it worked. He was able to do this a couple times and make over $1,000 off of this, which is just, it's so much at 13. And then he'd use the money to go to concerts and buy merch and just become a bigger Stan. And actually at that age, he went viral on Stan Twitter with this video.
You're fighting with a 13-year-old. You're pathetic. Pathetic? You're the one that was shaking, sweetie, not me.
And honestly, I'd be scared too being in an argument with everybody around you filming. Like, I don't know, I'd be nervous too.
You stand Zara Larson.
Oh my god, you got me there. You got me there, Ronnie.
So that was the famous line, you stan Zara Larson.
This is you.
No, he got me, guys. Guys, he got me.
Okay, he kind of got him there. No, he got him with that. But he was 13, so I don't know. That's like immunity. And it was actually really cool that years later, Harry Daniels was able to make a video with Zara Larson.
You stand Zara Larson.
I'm literally 13. Why are you fighting with a 13-year-old?
So who really won? He had no idea he'd become internet famous later, right? So all of this was just him being a genuine fan and being part of something because he liked it. And in the same vein, back when he was like 14, I have to talk about this crazy interaction he had with Gracie Abrams, a musician. We've come full circle from when I Venmo requested Gracie a literal cent. So what he's referring to is back in 2018, he Venmo requested Gracie Abrams a penny, and Gracie Abrams thought it was so funny that she made an Instagram post about it. He said, "Release Close to You, My Queen." And it wasn't until this year that she finally released a single, and Harry Daniels was somehow able to make this TikTok of her. This is like one of the most full circle moments on the internet, I feel. I can't help but stand. And all this from being a legitimate fan, and it didn't just happen once, it happened twice. When researching him, I couldn't watch all his TikToks, but those that I did watch, this is one of my favorite parts. This is one of my favorite pieces of his lore. Not too long ago, he actually posted this TikTok of back when he was 14.
What would you say if you had 30 seconds? Havana? Let me see. Go for it. What do you got? Yeah, you're off.
The way he snatches it out of his hands, damn. He said, "I've been gagged for my singing since I was 14. Poor 14-year-old Harry Daniels. As if Camila Cabello was somehow gonna hear that. She commented, "Baby, I heard it." I'm not normally a Camila Cabello fan, but the fact that she commented was kind of funny. And since we're talking about all his history pieces, I wanted to mention this as the last part of the level 3 of the iceberg. So this is his second most viewed video, right after Josh Hutcherson. And I feel like nobody even knows that this was him.
It's Ashley. It's Ashley. It's just Ashley. It's just Ashley.
Taylor, I love you so much.
It's just Ashley. No, seriously, go.
Oh my god, the friend is so mad. She's like, "Oh, this happens too much." And I think this is so funny because I did a whole video where I researched Ashley, and I actually came across this video, and I didn't even piece it together that it was the Harry Daniels. So I started researching for this video. You should watch that, by the way. Finish this video first, obviously, but that was pretty good. So I just love how it connects my cinematic YouTube universe together. Harry Daniels is the one that connects them all. He's the web that connects them all. What is the phrase from Madam Web?
What do you want from me?
You guys should watch it too if you haven't already. I can't recommend it enough. It was not good, but it was really funny.
When I'm playing hide and seek with a baby and they thought they were winning.
I can see you.
And like I said, this is his second most viewed video with almost 60 million views, which is crazy. I feel like I remember watching this a year ago when it actually came out for the first time, thinking it was so funny because the friend just is so tired of people thinking that she's Taylor Swift. Ashley Leachin, though, she likes it. I mean, like I said, you should watch the video. But with that, we could finally talk about level 4 of the iceberg. This is the culmination of what some people call stalking, but I call research. We talked about what Harry Daniels does, how he does it, even went into some of the backstory of who he was back then. But we haven't asked ourselves, why does Harry Daniels? So yeah, we haven't asked ourselves, why is he doing this? Is it just for the money? Why did he sing to Sabrina Carpenter in the first place? Like, what was the intention? Why does he want views? And what really caught my attention and why I finally decided I had to make a video on Harry Daniels was when I found out that he got signed to UTA, a talent agency. It turns out the reason why he's trying to amass fame is because he's trying to build a following for when he eventually releases music. The whole reason he's doing this is to promote his music. I don't know much about talent agencies, obviously, but I do know that UTA is a big one. And being one of the biggest, I know that they wouldn't just sign anybody. So honestly, it kind of legitimizes what he's doing. His sister, the one who records all these videos, she actually dropped out of her master's program to do this full time. That's how much she believed in what Harry was doing. So it is very legitimizing that a grown-up company signed him, you know, that legitimizes it. He said in an interview with the Rolling Stone, "Nowadays, with the state of the music industry, no one cares if you're good or you're bad. They just really care if you're entertaining."
No one cares if you're good or bad anymore. They literally only care if you have followers.
And honestly, I find this perspective really interesting, actually, because he does have a point. You hear from people all the time, a lot of the times complaining how famous people have easier times branching out to other things like music and how easy it is for them to. And yeah, it's true, but Harry Daniels is actually trying to take advantage of this. And he's someone who's fully leaning into it and taking this path. Talent doesn't necessarily mean success. For example, Chappell Roan, who Harry Daniels did make a video with, by the way. I mean, he's Harry Daniels. What do you expect?
Chapel, get it light, get it hot. Do you like my song?
She's blowing up so much right now, and it's well deserved. She's super talented, but god damn, it took a long time. And on the other hand, you have a perfect example of a nepo baby like Willow Smith, who her first song did super well, even it was kind of bad, and it still did super well because she was famous. She's actually really talented and makes good music now, but in the beginning it really didn't matter, right? She was famous regardless. In the end, the music has to be good. There's been so many influencers who've released bad music. It's kind of a rite of passage at this point, and honestly, it's not surprising. Like, you think your first song you ever make is gonna gonna be any good? So Harry Daniels, where's the music? Well, we're gonna have to wait until he's ready, I guess. The only thing I was able to find about his music was in the interview with Rolling Stone. They said, the music that Daniels sent me truly surprised me. That's how I feel like someone who works for the Rolling Stone sounds. Because who uses truly in a sentence like that? Like, oh, can you pass the truly? You know, like, who says that?
Please clap.
But they said, it's not all bad. In fact, some of it's quite good. It's not all bad? That's kind of crazy. I don't know if that's like a compliment or not. I guess it's good that if it was bad, if they felt it was bad, they would have called him out on it. His vocals, his real vocals, had a similar innate melancholy as Troye Sivan's. But that's all we have. He does talk about it a little bit in the interview with Trisha.
Like, my goal was to like literally have 100 songs, choose the best 5.
Oh my gosh. Well, just put out some to start. You know, if you have 100 songs, put out one.
And honestly, I definitely agree with what she says. He just needs to put something out already. It does sound like excuses at this
I
point.
think my whole thing is like, I don't also just want to be like, it's here, guys. I want to strike while the iron's hot, but I also like, I don't want to put out some bullshit.
Oh, he's trying to make it perfect, and oh, he's trying to make a good release, and all he's really doing is putting all that pressure on the first song that he produces. Like, it has to go well. Like, it has to be a banger, or else it's kind of like embarrassing because he hyped it up so much. As much as you want to, you can't really control how other people feel about a song. You can't control how other people react to it. So I feel like the more he waits, the higher the stakes are. So after everything I found out about him, what he's trying to do, at the end of the day, I feel like I can't help but stand. He really does feel like someone who wants it, and you can't say he hasn't worked for it. So honestly, I want to see how everything goes. I wanted to do well. I'm rooting for him. I think that's just the final thing we can learn from him, is just to try. It wasn't his first video that blew up, so you gotta give him some props. He is putting in the work. I honestly think that's why I root for him the most, because he's actually trying. I want his story to be an example of someone who worked hard and persevered. So his story could be helpful to people like, you know, someone who's watching, or even me, honestly, because I feel in a lot of ways that's what I'm trying to do. It's hard to start putting yourself out there and trying. I think that's one of the hardest parts, is just the start. This is my 4th video. I'm trying to be a YouTuber, but you can't control how much views you get, right? So I guess you have to keep trying, and that's what I'm gonna do. But that's all. We'll just have to see how it goes for both Harry Daniels and me, actually. If you guys watched up until this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you got all the way here and you haven't subscribed yet, actually I have a little message for you. Come close. Closer, yeah. Closer. Subscribe already. Honestly, let me know what you think of Harry Daniels. What do you think of the video? You should watch my last video if you haven't. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys later.
Keep going.
What the fuck? Is this allowed? What the fuck?